Hey there, everybody. This is Cosmic Crypto, the DeFi Degen, coming at you with another video. Today's going to be a little bit of a freeform video. I just wanted to talk about a couple things, and hopefully this style will work out. We'll see how it goes. All right, so first thing, UNISWAP, right? They just recently stopped their liquidity mining rewards program. And I had an image that I had taken from right before the rewards ended the other night, like just a few minutes before, and the top, if you notice here, this is CoinGecko's farming page. The top four in total, this is ranked by total value locked. So the top four were all Uniswap, and now I was looking. But it looks like, to me, about half of the money left DeFi. And then the other half of that was split up between Sushi Swap, because they increased their rewards, and Barnbridge got a look. Well, I don't know. It's hard to say. Like, there's a lot of money moving, so it's tough to say exactly. I know a lot of it went to Sushi, and maybe there's a few of them that went up a little bit, but by and large, everything that stayed in DeFi went to Sushi, because this whole thing is about yield chasing, right? That's what people want. And the way that the kind of scary thing about DeFi, the way they've been generating yields is by printing money, essentially what the Federal Reserve does. And so we all know that's not sustainable. That's the whole reason that we're in crypto. So it is interesting to see, how these markets kind of react like our traditional markets are when the money stops flowing. So again, not financial advice. I'm not a financial planner, but I do think it's interesting that they've generated all of this interest. I guess compound finance started the whole thing back in earlier this year. So anyway, but a point that I wanted to make, some of these yield farming. Some of them are just straight like. You deposit your money and it's like a bank, or the savings or a money market or something like that. But like, for instance, Uniswap, the way they provided their rewards, in Sushi Swap, and also the bond on the Barnbridge video I did, that the bond staking thing I was showing you with the Uniswap token is liquidity providing. So there's, any of these, the risk factors, you want to evaluate your risk. With any of these DeFi protocols, there is a risk factor for like a contract failure, right? So there's some kind of bug in the program, and somebody gets in there and steals everybody's money. So there's that risk. Then there's also the risk of, for instance, with a lot of these flash loan attacks that you've seen are basically manipulating on-chain price ways of getting price data. So they manipulate the price one way, and then they are able to capitalize on the manipulation and basically drain money out of people's savings or whatever they've deposited. So that's that's the flash loan attack stuff that you see a lot in the news. That is what's going on there. But there's also when you provide liquidity on two sides of a coin, like for instance, this top earning asset is Sushi Swap's wrapped Ether and USDC. So USDC is the stable coin that Coinbase is issued. So it's it's on Ethereum, but it is like, it's censorable. So if they wanted, like, if they thought you were doing something with terrorism or something, they could stop. They could seize this money. So it's not like DAI, where DAI, no government can control. They can't take your DAI unless they get you access to your private keys or whatever. So and then WETH is just a wrapped Ethereum. So basically, it's just a pair of USDC and Ethereum. So if you wanted to trade USDC for Ethereum, this is a liquidity pool that you could use. And I believe they use Sushi Swap is a fork. It is a fork of Uniswap, so it uses the same pricing model that we talked about in the other video, the AMM video. So it's basically the same thing. If you guys, I wanted to bring up, these guys are awesome. Finematics, they're a YouTube channel, and they have a video on impermanent loss, which is what I was trying to get to. Impermanent loss is when, I briefly touched on it in another video, but it's when like one token in a pair goes up relative to the other token. So you're going to have to, because these pairs like want to be 50-50, right? So if something gets cheaper than the other, the thing that there was, whatever got cheaper, there's going to have to be more of that thing to equal the thing that got more expensive. So you can have loss it's called impermanent loss, because if, the price were to move back to, even to where it was when you first added the liquidity, then that loss would be zero. And then whatever was left over in addition to what you put in would be whatever fees you got. So when you do these things, you don't get any, you don't realize any of the gain until you remove the liquidity, which is kind of nice because it does compound in that way, because you keep getting, because your fee, well, it compounds relative to the money that you had, but the actual payout is going to be relative because it's going to whatever the pool had. So the way they would figure the fees on this is like, what's this, $271 million. So if you had put in $1 million, then you would get, 1 over $271 million worth of the reward of this 8%. Well, that's 8% yearly for whatever dollar you put in. But so the total amount of reward is that's how they would figure out whatever reward they would pay out to the whole pool. Then you would get that amount that's relative to the capital you provided. So this is a really great YouTube channel. I can't say enough about it. They do these little animations, and it's really cool. All right. Well, I hope that explains a little bit about what's the current state of things, and I've got some more stuff planned, but I just wanted to get a quick one done, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Give a like and subscribe if you like, and I'll see you next time.